What's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you how I recreated the Sherlock Holmes running in the woods effect in under 5 minutes. And why in under 5 minutes? Because I bet my fiance that I could make this video in under 5 minutes, and a milkshake is on the line, so let's get into it. So this is not a tutorial, this is more of like an overarching explanation of how we recreated a really expensive shot in like no time and no budget and really cheap equipment. So first things first is how I filmed it. I literally just hoofed it. I actually just relied on pure athleticism for this one. Luckily, I used to run track and I'm still in pretty good shape, so I just relied on really good, smooth, steady running form. So I just ran really fast and tried to keep my upper body and arm really still. I was so sore the next day because I basically had to run just my legs and keep my upper body and arm really still and steady. And so my hip flexors were like sore for a week afterwards, but totally worth it. We did like 3 to 4 takes. It took about 30 minutes or so. We were out filming at sunrise that morning, a bunch of other scenes and clips and stuff like that, so we didn't have much time for this.
It's currently 6 a.m., 27 degrees. We're actually early to the location, which never happens.
We did it.
We did it for once. It's foggy and it's gonna be amazing. I can't wait.
So we also hooked up my really expensive, nice fogger. We ran an extension cable to my 4Runner and then dragged it into the woods and fogged it up over there just to give it some depth in the background, kind of like in Sherlock Holmes, the misty forest they're in, or like a war zone, like smoke rolling through or something like that. It just added a nice dimension to it that I think really kind of helped like sell that movie feel and look.
All right, we just did the running in the woods shot. We tried to fog it up. Some guy stopped and thought we had like a fire going. It's just a fog machine though, and that was kind of funny. But yeah, I'm nice and warm now. Freaking hot.
Some guy actually slowed down and was like looking at us like something was like really wrong, and I tried to give him a thumbs up that we weren't like fighting a forest fire or something like that. But yeah, I kind of got nervous after that one because I didn't know if he was gonna like call the cops or like fire department because something was like seriously wrong. But nah, just juicing up them woods, you know. I also made sure to distance myself from the actor so that way the trees could fly by in the foreground just to make it feel faster and to give it another element of depth there. So we have the foreground of the trees and the background, which is all foggy, and then the subject in the middle, which is pretty much exactly how they did it in the movie as well. So after that, I just threw that bad boy in Premiere and found a good take that I liked, linked the comp to After Effects, and tracked it. So I have minimal experience with tracking, so I just basically let the tracker do its thing, and then went in afterwards by hand and fixed all the mess ups. It was kind of tedious and annoying, but it only took like 20 minutes, and it actually had a good track. The hardest part was just fixing the parts where trees went by the camera in front of the subject. I had to kind of guide the tracker as to where the subject was before he went behind the tree and then after he went behind the tree. Just because it lost him as he went behind these trees. But I only had to do that maybe like 3 or 4 times, as there was only a few like trees that actually went by the camera. Then back in Premiere, I color corrected, color graded, did the punch and effects. I used the transform effect and put the shutter angle at 180, so that way when you animate those punch-ins, you get that nice blurriness when it does that. And then just sound effects, and that's it. So let's see how we did. So not too bad. They created theirs with CGI, dolly track, super slow motion cameras, and in weeks of filming, we filmed ours in 30 minutes with a camera and a gimbal. Basically no budget, and about an hour and a half of editing and done. So I'd say it's a win for us. So that's basically how we did it. If you have any other questions, leave it in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.